Hi guys, it's another crucial update here. This time we're looking at what we heard yesterday because we heard a lot of good stuff. I think some of this has been kind of confusing. So we need to get out there, we need to share what has actually been said and look at the key points to take away from what happened yesterday. So we're going to be talking about that quickly in this video. As usual guys, if you can, please do subscribe because I think you will enjoy this. Of course, we do make all sorts of AMC related content, so do subscribe for that. But remember, as usual, this is not financial advice. Now, I want to make this one as short as possible, so we're going to dive straight in, and I want to have a look at this piece first. So initially it's coming from Trades. I'll just pause it quickly, then we'll go on to look at it. But we're going to give a shout out to the user who did go on to repost this on Reddit. And again, it was initially from Trades is trying to play there. But we're going to have a quick listen to this and what was actually said. Because again, a lot of people are thinking a lot regarding this, but it's very important to listen very closely to what was actually said. So I'm going to go on to play the clip. Again, feel free to look at this on Trades channel or on the Reddit users page as well. But I'm going to quickly play it to you guys and hopefully you will be able to hear it, and then I'll go on to basically evaluate what it means, because I think there is a lot of confusion around this issue, some of which I do intend to break down in this episode. A very key thing, a very key word which a lot of people are forgetting. So we're going to send it right back to the beginning and we're going to start it again. So I hope you guys can hear this. Let's restart it. So
now, as we had a year ago at this time, in the neighborhood of 4 million individual investors who care about AMC's future. If you exclude index funds, who have no choice but to own and hold AMC shares, individual retail investors would seem to own more than 90% of our officially issued 516 million shares as of today. Indeed, as it is often said about AMC on Twitter, retail owns the float.
So, a very key point which I think a lot of people are forgetting. I'm hearing it all over the place. Retail own 90% of the float. This is not what he said. He said retail own over 90%, more than 90% of the float. And this is where we get into that territory of what does that mean? Does it mean 91%? Does it mean 99%? Does it mean 150%? Because it could potentially mean more than 100%. We've already understood that Aron cannot really talk about synthetic shares and that sort of stuff. So it would make sense that we don't hear about it from him. Of course, he does have to adhere to certain rules. And I'm not an expert on what those rules are, but you could understand how he has his own things which he has to follow. So yeah, I get it. But let's think about it, okay? More than 90%. That is a massive amount there. So when we hear all this stuff, right, the numbers just do not add up anymore. I do understand he said when we exclude index funds, which just change it a bit. I want to go into that in more detail later as well. But he said that we own more than 90% of those amount of shares. So yeah, it definitely could mean a lot more than what people are anticipating. And that is a real key thing which I think a lot of people forget. He didn't say we own 90%, he said that we own more than 90%. And that could be any figure above the figure of 90%. So don't forget that. Understand it. He was talking about the officially issued shares, of course, but you know what this means, guys. It means we own a minimum of 90. 90 is a very conservative estimate, so please do remember that. Anyway, another user has gone on to list some very key points. It's coming from Stain and Steel, who posts this. Key points from the Q4 earnings call. Positive cash flow. Massive thing for us. We're seeing liquidity of 1.8 billion, also massive. We're seeing 60 million tickets being sold. Continued growth quarter after quarter. And retail owning, again, not 90, more than 90% of the float. There's around 4 million of us who are doing that. So what, is this still a dead cat? I don't think so. We're all jacked, and we know what we're onto now. And if the price does tank today, again the market's not open yet, but by the time you're watching, they will be. If the price does tank today, I wouldn't even be surprised, but that really is shocking. Because, as we've already discovered from those figures, right, they don't have a lot of the float to play around with, officially. So, what's going on? The price shouldn't be dropping like this. The price shouldn't be dropping like this, and the price certainly shouldn't be dropping like this over time. It shouldn't be. because the same amount of people, or roughly the same amount of people, 4 million, continue to hold, same as what we saw, almost a year ago. So what's going on, right? It just doesn't make sense anymore. I think it's getting harder and harder to cover because the official data is now out. Before, this was something which we all suspected, right? But we had nothing to really back this up. We had our data, but now we have the actual data of the CEO of this company. What does that tell us? I think it tells us a great deal. This is huge, and to underestimate this one, to say it is, to play it off as nothing, is really the wrong thing to do. And I understand today, if we do start to drop, which is definitely possible, the bears will try and play this off as nothing. But it's not. It's huge. It shows us that if the same amount of people are holding, the price should at least remain stable where it was, if not continue to rise. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. And again, if we do own 90%, which, as I said, is the very, very conservative estimate, it doesn't take much for us to load up to 100%. Now, of course, I believe some people will be adding. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You shouldn't add unless you feel like it's the right thing to do for you, because I am not a financial advisor. But I know a lot of people, from the comments I have read on YouTube, on Reddit, on Twitter, a lot of people are looking to the markets, to AMC, and to add shares based on what we're seeing. Because what's going to happen next? 6 months ago, or around that period, we owned 80%. Now we're seeing 90%. What's going to happen now? Again, we're seeing above 90%, so it doesn't necessarily come to a direct figure. But what happens then? Because if we continue to add and we own, certified 100%, then what happens? Why is nobody official looking at this? Because this is big. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get on to uploading these videos right now. More stuff's going to be coming at you in a bit. So I hope you did enjoy this one and the previous one. Again, I'm going to be sharing a lot of good stuff today because we have a lot to cover. But if you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and do share if you can. For now, guys, goodbye. I'll see you in a bit. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.